The League of Women Voters does not support or oppose any political party or candidate. The League does promote informed participation by providing events such as this tonight and providing voters' guides. We regret that the State League of Women Voters Guide was not available for tonight's debate. They got sent to Dallas instead of San Marcos. But we will have them next week at the next debate. However, we encourage you to take opportunity to use the State Voters Guide that is online at www.lwvtexas.org. Also this year we have something new, and we're pleased to present a way that you can actually print out a customized ballot based on your address. And that is simply go to www.vote411.org. And we have handouts for that. They're all over the place. We really encourage you to go to this. It will print out a customized ballot based on your address. You can print it out. You can take it with you to the voters' booth. Everything is right there. And I want to thank Jan Renicki for doing all the hard work. Jan, Wade, for doing all the work. It's been a real challenge to get all this up and going. I'd also like to thank Jeannie Lewis, who is the debate chair. She's back in the back talking as usual. And also the people that helped to form the questions for tonight's debate. Tonight's debate is being recorded, and it will be available on local online media. I'd like to point out that our membership table is in the back, and if anyone wants to join us, we welcome you with open arms and would encourage you to come and take place with us. Our next debate will be next Monday night, and it will be the Mayor City Council debate. It will be here 6:30, same time, same station. And now at this time, I'd like to introduce tonight's moderator, Kayleen Ray. She has been a longtime member of the League of Women Voters, and we welcome her at this time.
Welcome. My name is Kayleen Ray, and I'll be the moderator for tonight's event. There will be two segments to the event tonight, not just a debate. The first will be a brief forum on the special bond election, which contains two propositions, and the second will be the debate for the candidates that are running for state and county races. City council and mayor are next week. Due to the length of the ballot for this general election, the league has scheduled these two debates so that you will not be here all night trying to hear all of the candidates that are running. I'd like to begin by introducing our timekeepers for tonight. It's very important. They are seated here in the front row. Timekeepers for the debate tonight are Brenda Smith and Barry James. They're right here. Please, candidates, know where they are so that you can know where to look for the signs that they will be holding up to show you when your time has elapsed. We will begin with the information related to the special bond election. There will be two bond propositions on the Hays County ballots during the general election. Voters will be asked to vote for or against each of these propositions. To better inform voters about the election, the League has obtained informative 3-minute statements from SaveHays.com PAC and from Hays County Judge Bert Cobb. Each of these statements addresses the issues in the bond proposal. What I'd like to do at this point is to read the two statements that we received. They are 3 minutes apiece, so please bear with me.
Hey, wait, can you talk a little louder?
Is that good? Everyone here? The first statement is from County Judge Bert Cobb regarding county bond proposals, propositions 1 and 2. I would like to thank the League of Women Voters for allowing Hays County's participation in this event. Hays County has asked the voters to consider 2 propositions on the November ballot. And in turn, the League of Women Voters has asked Hays County to provide someone to speak on behalf of those 2 propositions. The League has proposed to have the county representative or a citizen contacted by the county speak opposite an individual who does not support the passage of Propositions 1 or 2. The nature of that proposed form would mean that someone appearing in an official capacity on behalf of Hays County is being asked to advocate a position on bond propositions. While anyone, including elected Hays County officials, may speak for or against the ballot measures on his or her own time and with use of private resources, Chapter 255 of the Texas Election Code forbids an officer or employee of Hays County from spending public funds for political advertising. For this reason, my counsel has advised me that we should not have a Hays County representative officially appear in this proposed forum, a forum which expects advocacy. Hays County does want its voters to be informed before going to the polls. For that reason, we have provided information online and will continue to answer questions to the best of our abilities. You can find information about the bond propositions at www.hayscountybonds.com. And I am also providing some of that information here as follows. In November, voters will decide on a total of $237.8 million in proposed bonds. Hays County's financial advisors have presented forecasts that, in their professional opinion, show the county could issue as much as $250 million in bonds without increasing the tax rate or negatively affecting the county's AA bond rating. The last time the county proposed a bond package to voters was in November of 2008. Voters approved funds for $207.1 million in county road and transportation bonds. The Texas Department of Transportation agreed to reimburse the county up to $133 million of the approved amount based on traffic volumes. Many of the projects included in the 2008 proposition have been completed on schedule and under budget, and the reimbursement rate from the Texas Department of Transportation has exceeded expectations. Proposition 1 addresses public safety facilities and emergency services. The total project cost for Proposition 1 is $106.4 million to fund the construction of a co-located emergency communication 911 facility, a law enforcement center, and an expanded and renovated jail. Hays County's objective in making these improvements are improved emergency communications, efficiency, ongoing compliance with jail standards, and public safety. Proposition 2 addresses transportation infrastructure improvements related to safety and mobility. The total project cost for Proposition 2 is $131.4 million. Proposition 2 includes $98.9 million for specific road projects across the county, $22.5 million for drainage and low water crossing improvements, light pedestrian improvements, environmental mitigation and conservation, and $10 million for smaller safety improvements. Hays County will endeavor to leverage voter approval transportation bonds with state partnership funds or other matching funds in order to provide priority infrastructure improvements for the citizens of Hays County. Please visit www.hayscountybonds.com for more information on both bond propositions. We encourage all citizens to review the actual bond proposition language, which details the purpose of the proposed bond funds, as well as any limitations on the expenditure of those funds. I hope this statement, along with other information prepared by the county, will allow our citizens to be as informed as possible for the November election. The second statement I have is a statement from SaveHays.com PAC. The SaveHays.com PAC is a political action committee made up of a diverse group of Hays County residents and citizens from various backgrounds, political beliefs, and economic circumstances. We are business owners, stay-at-home parents, newcomers, longtime residents, professionals, and retirees. We are ordinary citizens, young and old, from across Hays County. We are residents and taxpayers facing unaffordable rent and property tax hikes as developers in Central Texas continue to offload their cost of growth for new infrastructure onto current residents to subsidize their cost of doing business. We are citizens who are saying no. No to more debt. Hays County is one of the leaders when it comes to saddling its taxpayers with debt. Now they want to add another $237.8 million in unnecessary spending, which would bring our county bond debt to over $585 million. On top of this debt, taxpayers will also foot the bill for millions of dollars in interest payments, money that leaves the community forever. No more taxes. Property taxes have risen an average of 26% over the past 3 years. With the additional debt of these bonds, your taxes or rents could increase $282.50 per home, that's dollars per home, for a home valued at $250,000. From 2010 to 2016, $6 billion in additional property values have been added to the tax rolls. Where did all those billions of additional tax dollars go? No to a $32.5 million slush fund. The road bond has $32.5 million in it with no designation to any road. If they can't tell you where it is going, then we should not let them make it up as they spend our tax dollars. No to filling our jails with people awaiting trial. This year, our jail was 74.6% full with people awaiting trial, people who are presumed innocent, many unable to simply put up a bond. That percentage is way too high. In fact, it is higher than the state average of surrounding counties. Reducing the number of people awaiting trial to 40% would free up 133 beds, eliminating the need for this bond altogether. No to an unnecessary jail expansion. On the occasions that it is needed to temporarily house people at another location, the cost is $50 a day versus $325,000 a bed for jail expansion. The numbers just do not add up. For $325,000, a person could be housed out of county for 6,500 days, almost 18 years. No to a mini Taj Mahal. The $44 million cost for an additional building behind the government center Taj Mahal is unnecessary. There are already several 911 call centers and at least one emergency management center in Hays County. All are funded by their own municipalities to cover their own areas of responsibility. When there is no problem to fix, more debt isn't the answer. We would like to make it clear that we are not against all spending, but we are most definitely against unnecessary and frivolous spending exemplified by these two bonds, especially when there are viable and much more affordable alternatives. Are there any more uncontested or undebating candidates that need to be introduced or would like to introduce themselves? So we've already finished that portion of this. They've had their opportunity. All right, then we'll move on to the debate portion of tonight's forum. Before we begin, I would like to point out the rules for the candidates debate. Typically, I would read those, but since I've just read for 6 minutes and y'all are probably sick of listening to me, I'm going to just point you to the rules. They've been handed out and given to all the candidates, so they're aware of them. And they're printed on the back of your program. So please refer to that if you want to know what the time limits are and why we're doing what we're doing and how we're going to maintain the forum.